Let's now talk to one of our MPs. On the line now, we have the MP for Lewes, Maria Caulfield. Maria, thank you so much for joining us on the programme. And of course, it's been a turbulent few years in politics, but it's incredible to think of how many prime ministers and how many different eras the Queen lived through.
Yes, I mean, I think there's certainly from my inbox, there's a huge amount of sympathy and sorrow and loss being felt by everyone, because even though we all knew she wasn't well, I don't think anyone was expecting this or ready for this. And I think, here in Westminster this morning, because we're starting tributes at 12 o'clock today, and just the mood across Westminster, whether it's MPs, whether it's staff, whether it's people outside, it's just very low because she's irreplaceable in terms of what she got the country through. Whether it was as a young queen, it's through kind of wars, pandemics, pressures on the economy. She's kind of got us through all of it, and people do feel that deep sense of loss today.
It's incredible as well looking at some of the emails and the texts that are coming in here, in that for most of us, she's the only queen we have ever known. But there are people that were children when she was crowned and can remember that coronation and can remember the excitement and have with her lived through some, the events and some of the huge challenges that she's faced during her reign.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, my dad's 87, so, he didn't grow up in this country, but he remembers the coronation and the change and, kind of grew up with her. And I think for the older generation, I think there's an even greater sense of loss because she has been with them through, their whole life, even though she wasn't queen, maybe till they were a little bit older. But there's not many of that generation left. But I think they feel it even greater because they've spent, the vast majority of their lives seeing her as their queen and getting us through some really tough times. So, they'll have really great memories. And I think we also need to celebrate her life and remember, even just a few weeks ago when we were celebrating Jubilee, the episode with Paddington Bear, she just had such a great sense of humour. And that's what we loved about her, was, she could really understand the mood of the people and, gave everything. Even just 2 days ago, welcoming a new Prime Minister, there's not many people at 96 that would have still been working as hard as she was.
Thank you very much for joining us on the programme this morning. Maria Caulfield there.